Guys, it's Shauna here. I wanted to make a video on the OUEA. I was a part of the OUA in 2009 to 2011, so I was on the team for about 2 years. And I was recently looking up on YouTube some more information about them, and I couldn't find any. So I thought I would make a video about my experience and some information about the team and how you can go further from there. So if you don't know what the OUEA is, it's the Ontario University Equestrian Association. So this association is for university teams in Ontario. They are divided into the West and the East. So there is the East Zone, which is Carleton, Lakehead, McGill, Queens, Ryerson, Trent, Triple Crown Equestrian Team, University of Ottawa, and York University. So basically what the OUEA is catch riding, as most people call it. So you are a part of a team for your school. I went to Brock University, so I was a part of Brock. And different schools in Ontario hold shows. Ryerson, Waterloo, London, whatever specific division that you are in. So either West or the East Division. So you would go to these schools, and what would happen is they would draw you out a horse's name from a list in your specific division. And then after that, you could see your horse warming up, but you weren't allowed to even touch the reins until you were actually walking into the ring. So you would get on the horse, someone would have to hold your horse, walk you into the ring, and then let your horse go. So I think this is a great opportunity to build your riding. So just getting on your horse, riding a course, and showing a horse that you've never even ridden before makes you such a better rider. So there's 4 divisions for the OUEA. So there is open, which is 3 foot, intermediate, which is 2-6, novice is 2-3, and cross rails is just the entry. So you would do 2 to 3 courses in the hunters, and then after that you would do your equitation. So to get on your team. So once you know what university you want to apply to, or if you're in a university at the time, I would recommend going on a Facebook group, Googling through Facebook, or even asking around your school if they do have a university equestrian team and how can you apply. So I'm saying going on Facebook because they usually have times where they are meeting up and meeting, so you can go and meet these fellow people, you can ask some questions and get to know what it is really about. So before you're even on the team, most schools have tryouts. So you have to go to a specific barn, and the president and the vice president of your team at the time will watch you ride in a lesson, will watch you do some jumps, a course, and they will fit you in a certain division they think is fit. So they can tell if you say that you want to go in the open division, which is 3 foot, but you've never jumped a 3 foot course before. Once you've passed the tryouts, then you can start getting into the nitty-gritty. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to fill out an OUA membership form, which is $20. You have to fill out your show fee form, which is $50 each show. So it's quite less expensive than a regular show just because you are students and it is catch riding. And then what you're gonna have to do is get an OEF number. So that is usually $100, maybe a little bit less for students now at the time. So you need those 3 things before you can compete at a show. So what I recommend to do is once you've tried out, once you're on the team, get those papers filled out or ask someone to help you. It can all be online, but you wanna have it way before your show just for you to be ready. So another little tidbit is that you don't have to be a full-time student to be on your university equestrian team. So you can just be enrolled in one course, one full-time course at the time. So if you live close to Brock University in St. Catharines, or if you live in the city, in the University of Toronto, and if you're only taking 1 or 2 full-time courses, don't be afraid to contact your university team and ask them to apply. Okay, now a little bit about my experience on the team. So again, I rode for Brock University and I rode for a couple of shows. I specifically didn't have tryouts because at that team, Brock was just getting into it and there weren't too many people on. So I rode in the intermediate division, which is 2-6 hunters. It's all hunters, there's no jumpers at all. So I rode in the 2-6 intermediate division and I had a fantastic time. I know that there is many times where I didn't feel like I got the right horse, or I felt like it was a horse's fault, or you can even psych yourself watching your horse warm up over the jumps because you see them refuse a bunch of times. You see how that they're not performing as well that you want to, and in your head you've already failed. So what I would do is I would give the horse the benefit of the doubt and I would watch them and see what the rider was doing wrong at the time or how the rider was fixing the problems. My first show that I ever went to was at Guelph. So what the equestrian team will do is that they will rent out a facility near their area. Not gonna have a university arena on campus like many of the US divisions, the ISHA. So if you are traveling far for a show, just be careful that the travel probably will be a little bit more than you expect, or do not get a hotel right beside the university because it is more than likely not going to be around that area, probably about half an hour to 45 minutes north or in a different direction. Thank you for watching my video. This was the OUEA information session. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will sure to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe and like.